What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. I am Jess. Thanks for clicking on today's video. I have a delicious and yummy lunch recipe. I suppose you could do it for dinner, but it's quick and easy. As you can tell, I'm not at home right now. We are at the lake and making lunches, dinners, everything here. We don't want to spend all day cooking. We want to be in the lake. After all, that's why we're here. So this recipe is quick and easy. I found this recipe on, I believe it was either Instagram or Facebook. I'll put the info right here. I thought it was a great, easy recipe, so I thought I'd try and make it, and turns out it was really good. And I usually have these things on hand. But for today's video, we're gonna make a chicken Caesar wrap with a twist. I've seen this recipe, I've seen this method made before for hamburgers, but I've not seen it in a chicken version like this. So I thought, hey, let's give it a try. And it was good, so I've been making it. So I thought it'd be the perfect recipe to share with you guys. So with that said, let's get this video started. And real quick before we get started, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Element. Element electrolytes have been my absolute go-to, my favorite brand of electrolytes for several years now. They are my favorite by far, hands down, because not only do they taste delicious, but they also have a science-backed ratio of electrolytes. Each packet contains 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium, while also being gluten-free, sugar-free, no artificial flavors, fillers, dyes, that kind of jazz. Just a delicious and refreshing tasting electrolyte. I swear by using electrolytes, following a ketogenic lifestyle, low-carb lifestyle, active lifestyle. My kids drink these as well for sports. They're just a great way to get your water in and stay hydrated, energy levels up, and they're just a part of my day. So I put one packet of electrolytes in my water. I'll sip on it when I'm fasting. I'll sip on it when I do a workout. I'll sip on it just to get my water in and have something other than the taste of water. But it's just a great way to stay hydrated. My two favorite flavors are the watermelon and the citrus. I also like the lemonade. I like the raspberry. There's just so many delicious ones, but I would say these two are my favorite. But don't take my word for it. You can get a free sample pack and try their most popular flavors. You can use my special link down below in the description box. You can use it as many times as you want, but it's only available for the Keto Rewind community. But my link gets you a free sample pack with any purchase. So all you have to do is go to drinkelement.com/Keto Rewind. And then also, in addition to that, I'm going to be putting my packet of electrolytes in my water bottle this weekend because I am doing a kayak race. I don't know if you can tell by the tan, but we're up here at the lake, and one of the best ways to get a workout in is kayaking. So I've done lots of upper body workouts, core workouts by kayaking around the lake. So I'm doing a race this weekend, and I'll bring water with electrolytes while I'm out there. It tends to get hot and stuffy out there, so it's a great way to stay hydrated and keep that water going. So I'll let you know how I end up, and at the next video, I'll give you updates on that. But thanks, Element, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to that chicken Caesar wrap. Okay, so we are in the last week here up at camp, or our lake, and I don't typically try to buy a lot of food because we have to shut down our refrigerator because we're not here. So I went to the grocery store, and they didn't have ground chicken, which is like the main ingredient for this recipe. However, because I have chicken in my fridge, chicken breast, it's an easy fix by just grinding up some chicken in a food processor. So if you're like me and you are trying to use up what's left in your fridge, this is a great way to use up 1 or 2 chicken breasts you have in your fridge. If you don't want to go to the store and get ground chicken breast. But that's all I did, and I threw it in a food processor. I added in my seasoning, which is salt, pepper, garlic, and paprika, and I just mixed it up all in one. So now I'm at that step where we're going to make our chicken Caesar wrap. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and give you a better view of what we're doing. Okay, so all you're gonna need is a tortilla. This is my version of a keto tortilla. I am going to make, they have other sizes too, so you can make little ones of this as well. But all you're gonna do is take one, it might have, I don't want to make it tear, so let me go gentle here. But this is so such an easy recipe, and I can make up a bunch of these all at once. So when I'm trying to feed a bunch of kids quickly, this is a great recipe. So you're gonna take your tortilla, and let me get a pan to show you what we're doing here. Oh, I need to get a bigger skillet. This one's too small, so let me swap that out. Okay, so my pan is not going just yet. Let me turn this down some more. So this is my ground chicken breast that I made myself with my food processor. So all I'm gonna do is take just a little bit and smear it on my tortilla here. So the nice thing about using ground chicken breast is it's almost like spreading peanut butter when it comes to a tortilla. And it's already seasoned because I put it all in the food processor. But the main thing is you just want it to be flat. So this is my ground chicken spread onto my tortilla. So now I'm gonna fire up my stove here and cook this up. So I am going to put a little butter under here first. Okay, so I lightly buttered my pan. Now we're putting our chicken in there, and we're gonna give that a couple of minutes to just cook up, and then we're gonna flip it, and that's all there is to it. So in the meantime, I'm gonna dice up my lettuce. So another good use to get rid of lettuce, also we wanna use everything up in the fridge before we go. This is a couple heads of romaine here to make the Caesar, but just use some random, whatever lettuce you have. You have a bag of salad mix, whatever it is. Just use it up, and this is a great way to get those odds and ends out of your fridge. So let me get a knife. Okay, so now I'm just gonna dice up this lettuce in nice little skinny pieces. These first couple of ones aren't as pretty. All right, so I'm just gonna dice up this lettuce, nice and small, kind of more of a chopped style, this way it fits in my tortilla. This guy's getting out of the line up here. And all in all, this takes me like maybe 10 minutes to whip up this lunch. So again, if you need something quick that you can make up, this is a recipe for you. So all I'm gonna do is just put this lettuce in the bowl here, and we're gonna put a little Caesar dressing on it. I also have made this with ranch, and it's really good as well. All right, so now let me get some dressing. I have store-bought dressing right now. Obviously, I'm at the lake, so time is of the essence. It's not the best ingredients, but it does follow keto and low carb. So we're gonna give it a tablespoon of dressing, and we're not gonna stress the small stuff. And also, while I'm at it, I like to do shaved Parmesan in my Caesar wrap, so I'm gonna grab some fresh. This I have to use up. The nice thing about some of these container style foods, I'll just bring these back to Texas. But lettuce and stuff will not survive the trip. The journey home. Ooh, I swear this plastic is getting harder and harder to open. There. All right, so I'm just gonna do a pinch of of Parmesan cheese in here, and I'll garnish some more on the top when I make the wrap. But just gonna dress this salad with the Caesar and the Parmesan. And this will be ready to go as soon as our chicken is done. Kind of messy because I go quick, but it is what it is. I find it's easiest to mix salad up with tongs in a bowl. But there you have it. So our salad is dressed, and it's just awaiting the chicken to finish in the tortilla. So let's change the camera angle and check that out. Almost done. Once it gets a little brown on the bottom, ooh, I got a piece of lettuce. Once it gets the tiniest little bit of brown, it's pretty much done. That's why it's on a real thin layer. And I'm gonna flip it, let it finish, and then it'll be good to go. And then I'll repeat the process for the 2 other tortillas that I'll be making. And oh my goodness, such an easy recipe. Okay, so it is almost at that point where I can just flip it. Woo. See that, just a little bit of color on there? Oh my goodness, it's so good. So I'm just gonna toast up this other side and it'll be ready to assemble. It's that easy. Okay, it has been like 2 minutes and the other side looks just as toasted and ready to go. So I'm gonna take it from the heat and repeat it with the other tortillas, and then we'll come back for the assembly. Okay, so now we're just going to assemble our chicken Caesar wrap and put this on here. I'm making a couple wraps so you can see how easy it is to do this as a crowd pleaser. And I am gonna put a little fresh cracked pepper on the top just because I love pepper and it really makes this. And a couple extra pieces of cheese. Can't go wrong with shaved Parmesan. And then I'm gonna fold it over and we're gonna give it a cut. And that is how easy this chicken Caesar pita is. Look at that. Does that not look delicious? And you gotta have the taste test, right? So, What do you think?
2 thumbs up.
Got a mouthful. And there you have it. I will post the link to the original recipe and all the information in the description box below, along with the coupon code for that free sample pack with any order of the Element electrolytes. I will see you at the next one. I'm headed down to the lake to get some more kayaking in, and I'll see you when I'm back in Texas. I'm Jess, you're watching Keto Rewind. Bye!